People communicate with each other without using language or words more often than we think or even notice. There are many elements in the study of nonverbal communication. We communicate nonverbally by using body language, facial expressions, hand gestures, eye contact or lack thereof, our posture, how we stand, and even through the tone in our voice are ways we communicate without using actual words. There are 5 universal emotions: enjoyment, sadness, disgust, anger, and fear. How we present ourselves and these emotions to other people before we even open our mouths to speak can drastically lead a conversation in a specific direction. If you approach someone, preferably a stranger for this scenario, how you hold and carry yourself can affect the outcome of that exchange. Crossed arms could project a defensive attitude and make one less receptive to what you have to say, or slouching and not standing up straight can portray a lack of confidence. Eye contact is a key element in nonverbal communication. It is viewed as an insult or a challenge to look at a superior in the eye in some Asian cultures, yet in Western societies, it is a mark of respect and confidence. Even a quick look at a photograph where a person's expression is captured permanently can tell us a lot about that person. Here we view a gentleman hard at work, apparently forging something. His leather apron, the anvil in front of him, and the hammer in his hand are all nonverbal signs he is communicating to us his profession. The first word that came to mind when I saw him was determination. His mouth is set, yet a small smile curls in the corners of his mouth as if he is pleased with the results of his labor. He looks intent on his work. He is focused, unbothered by the person photographing him. He looks like he is completing his work competently and is happy with the results of his labor. He is clearly dressed for his occupation. How we dress is also a part of nonverbal communication. We call this adornment, which is our communications are also affected by a variety of other variables such as clothes, makeup, and accessories. These offer signals relating to context, examples formal versus informal, status, and our individuality. Again, we have another person we can identify by his dress that he is a miner. The lamp on his head is a dead giveaway. But you can also discern this from his surroundings, the lunch pail at his feet, and he is also leaning on a cart with tracks beneath it. We can learn much from him just from the context of his environment. He looks relaxed and is smiling slightly, like he has completed a hard day and feels satisfied, or maybe about to begin his day knowing he will do good work. We can tell by his posture that he was relaxed, yet in control. He is communicating his satisfaction with his job. Body language and posture are another 2 key signs of nonverbal communication. These nonverbal behaviors can indicate feelings and attitudes. You can see that the lady in this photograph looks a little tense, as she may not be comfortable with being photographed. Her lips are smiling, but the smile does not seem to reach her eyes. Her shoulders are drawn up and tense. She seems uncomfortable sitting for the picture. Even the crossed legs make her appear anxious. The smile seems forced. It's almost a grimace. She communicates to me that she felt nervous posing for this picture. Facial expressions are responsible for a huge portion of nonverbal communication. Consider how much information can be conveyed with a smile or a frown. The look on a person's face is often the first thing we see, even before we hear what they have to say. You can see weariness on this girl's face in this picture. Her eyes are askew, kind of a sideways glance. She looks doubtful and suspicious. Her lips are set firm. There's no smile. Her eyebrows are furrowed with trust, wary, and maybe a little disdain towards the photographer. Again, her arms are crossed and her body is slightly turned away, defensive, self-protective, or kind of closed off. Clearly, she is communicating her wariness and doubt in this photograph. After studying these slides, pay attention and see if you are more aware of identifying nonverbal communication and how people's faces can directly represent their emotions.